So then I started looking for larger companies. I went to one organization to set up a shared services organization in the Des Moines area. They were relocating it, and that was a publicly traded company. So I dove right in on that one, went from maybe doing 500 W-2s to doing 16,000 plus W-2s and having a staff of, I think, 7. So was there for a while, had some philosophical differences with leadership on that because, again, I'm a rule follower, and they didn't like the way that I was taxing their bonuses. I was like, So had to go through the discussion of, I have my CPP, Certified Payroll Professional, which is the equivalent of a certified public accountant. I kind of liken those to one another. And in order to keep my CPP, I have to sign an ethics statement like a CPA does. And I wasn't willing to risk my certification nor my future career opportunities by going against that code of ethics. I stated that I would do what they wanted me to do, but they had to put it in writing, and they weren't willing to put it in writing. And so at that point, I knew that that was no longer the place for me to be. So I changed jobs again, and I gotten to the point that it was like only about half my day was filled with accounts payable work. And so I was trying to find things to keep me busy. And one day, the lady, my coworker that was doing payroll, she got up, walked into the CFO's office and said, "I'm out of here." And he said, "Great, see you tomorrow." And she's like, "No, not coming back." He's like, "Oh, okay." So um, my position reported to the same, to the accounting manager, and she did as well. And the accounting manager was the backup for payroll. And she sat, my accounting manager sat close to me, but was in an office. But when she was having to do payroll, she was cussing loud enough that I could hear her. And so, knowing that my coworker wasn't coming back, knowing the frustration of my boss, and knowing that I needed something else to keep myself occupied, I volunteered to take on the payroll task. So, um, kind of just self-taught myself. Um, Again, it was one one state, so there was no complexity to it really at all. So it was very easy for me to teach myself. Um, and I don't know exactly how it all happened, but somehow one day, American Payroll Association flyer appeared in the mail on my desk, and I was like, okay, this may be a good way to make sure that I'm teaching myself properly. So got involved with the local organization, the local chapter, and then also with the national organization, and kind of its history from there. Um,
What year was that?
um, so it would have been 1998, I believe. 1999.
And did that affiliation help you find your next role? Keep walking us through how you are, how you ended up where you are today.
I don't know that it specifically helped me um, get my next position, other than the fact that it allowed me to learn about the profession, um, make sure that I was handling payroll properly, we were in compliance, those types of things. Um, again, going back to my sports background, being an athlete, I always have to have something that challenges me to keep me interested and keep me wanting to stay in a role. So once I've kind of reached the finish line and everything's running smoothly, I tend to want to move on to find that next challenge. So that's how I continued to progress. I continued to join not-for-profit organizations, but um, found bigger organizations. So my first role was maybe 100 employees. When I left, it was maybe 250 by 250.